Hey YouTubers, it's I'm Anythings with its second Lego video on the channel. Today we will be doing the Lego Star Wars Stormtrooper Army, all of my collection. It grows from time to time, but I feel like we're at a good point where I won't be getting a set with Stormtroopers for a while, so I thought it'd be a good video to do my entire collection from customs to my own designs in a way, and from troopers from sets, and how many I have. There's definitely lots of people that have more troopers than this, but I feel like I have enough where it's reasonable to do a Stormtrooper Army video because I have a reasonable amount of troopers. So let's get into the trooper review. So I'm gonna bring this closer. So let's start at the back where it's gonna be a little more boring. Move the camera just like that. So I'm gonna start, we'll start right here with the Rebel troopers. So you can see the one Rebel trooper here. That I only have 3 Rebel troopers in my collection. One I gave red gloves to make it more stand out as a commander trooper. You can see, I'll take one out. This is what a regular Rebels Star Wars Stormtrooper looks like. Rebels is a Star Wars TV show series. Where they, pretty much any Star Wars movie, they have some new sort of design for a trooper. It's a little, it's not annoying, it just after a while it seems like how many different styles of troopers can you have. But this is the style of the Rebels trooper, which has lots of detail for just a plain regular Stormtrooper. The back, not as much, and but the front has a lot. The helmet with you just get a close look at that helmet. It's real nice. Compared to their old Stormtroopers, which I still like the older version of Stormtroopers more than these, but these are obviously more detailed than those troopers. I mean, now they're starting to put detail and design on the legs, which they do not do with Stormtroopers in the past. They're starting to do it now with like the First Order troopers, and they've done it with a couple other series of troopers, but pretty sure they started doing that with the Rebels troopers. So yeah, that's a Rebels trooper, and then I only have 2 regular ones and then the commander, but all you gotta do is swap out 2 black glove pieces, which are also known as hands, and then you'll have 3. In the back, I just have I have 2 just regular Stormtroopers, but they gave these ones a lot more detail. Unlike the first versions of just regular Stormtroopers. I only have 2 of them, so not too many, but enough where I still feel like I have enough troopers for that to be fine. They're just troopers, I guess, unlike the Rebels, which are a little bit different just because of the TV show. These are just supposed to look like the regular OG Stormtroopers, just with a lot more detail to represent what they look like in the movies. I only have 2, just gave them black heads. I like the black heads for them, and then I just kept one with his OG face. The angry clone / Stormtrooper face, as people call it. I only got 2 of those guys. Pretty cool though. Put those back. Okay, moving on to the next column, which is the Snow Trooper. So in the second episode of Star Wars after the Clone Wars, there's the Battle on Hoth, which has the AT-AT walkers, and like the snow speeders, things like that. I got this from I'm pretty sure 2013, 2014, between one of those years. AT-AT walker that came with these troopers. I ended up getting 2, so I have quite a few of them. This one I just made from spare parts though, because I'm pretty sure this is a Scout Trooper body, but I had one of these and it was white and it looked like it would go well with it, so that's what I did. But that is this is one of the Snow Troopers. I have 2 regular snow troopers from the countdown set, the calendar countdown Christmas. They did not give them backpacks. They just give them the body and the helmet, which still looks nice compared to their old versions, which I like the original, usually the originals more than the new ones. Sometimes I like the new ones more. As for example, the Phase 1 Captain Rex compared to the 2013 Phase 2 Captain Rex. I like the newer Captain Rex more than the Phase 1 older Captain Rex. So it depends, but usually I like the first original figure. So I have the Commander. You can tell because he has his little Commander markings there on his chest. And then I have one, just regular one. And these ones do have backpacks. This is what they look like. And then they also have little cloth pieces for their legs. Regular Clone Trooper / Stormtrooper angry face. And they're nice. If you're gonna have one, you usually want to have a lot more, because for some reason Stormtroopers, it still looks like it looks just fine with one, but in my opinion, when it comes to Snow Troopers, I feel like I need to see a lot of them, not just one. Usually when you see them, there's a lot more than just one. Same with Stormtroopers, but I think it goes more for Snow Troopers than it does Stormtroopers. Going on to the third column, which is right here, we have the original, well, one of the original Stormtroopers. This came with the Death Star, which I currently own, the older Death Star, not the new one. And they definitely had these in more sets, such as, well, I don't know, but I know they've had them in more sets than just the Death Star. So here's the Commander. He's just like the other ones, except he has the Commander cloth here on the side. Really cool. I really like them. And then I have these ones here. I'll just take these back too. So this is what they look like. So as you can see, they do not have detail on the legs. They have detail on the back. But just the helmet and the chest piece is really all the detail, which is honestly enough. I feel like once you start putting a lot of detail on the legs and everything, then it kind of starts to feel like too much. And then in my opinion, I start to feel like they're not as much like a Stormtrooper. I feel like when you just give them plain legs like this, some detail there, some detail there, they look a lot better because they look plain. And Stormtroopers look plain. But then when you get Stormtroopers like this, where they're trying to put detail on every little piece of the Stormtrooper, it kind of becomes too much. The Stormtroopers are still nice like that, especially feel like with the First Order troopers is an exception, but not with troopers like this. These just need to look like just plain old regular troopers, in my opinion. People have different opinions, which is totally fine. But those are the original ones. Moving on to the next 3 rows, which is all First Order troopers. Now, there's a lot of other different kinds of First Order troopers, but we can go. Let's start with the middle of the 3, because those are just the regular First Order troopers. So this is just a plain old regular First Order trooper. Now, they're actually not plain. They have lots of detail. These are brand new designs of helmets, which look amazing in Lego form. And the legs and the chest piece look so great. I mean, the detail is extraordinary, and the new First Order Stormtroopers look great in the movies, and they make them look great in Lego as well. This is just like, in my opinion, the Stormtrooper. If you see these, I want to have so many of them, because They look great, and they're always in big armies. If you ever see one like running in the hallways of the Death Star to Star Destroyer, there's never just one. There's always like 3 or 5, or like a whole squad. And I love the feeling of having a whole bunch of them. I only have 5 regular ones. Then I have this one, which all you gotta do is swap out 2 white arm pieces, and you could have another one, but this one has green because it's like a commander or a squadron leader, some sort of like that. He's really cool. I just think he's pretty rare. I got him in a little, it wasn't like a mystery pack, but it was like a blind bag, and it came with, just right there is like a commander, which is really cool. Speaking of like the blind bags, but aren't mystery packs, I have these 2, which are very rare. Now, these are just plain old First Order Stormtroopers, but they are dirty. They've been in battle. You can tell because of all the dirt on there. That's printed onto them. They did not do it on the helmets, but it's printed onto the chest and legs, which looks awesome. I really like it. Now, if I was going to do like desert or sand dunes, I definitely want to have a lot of these guys because it would make a lot of sense. Now, you may have seen sets like 2014, 2013, where they did older troopers that look like this, and they did them dirty and everything like that. Those are found in sets, but these ones are not. Then I also have, I just took off the helmet, put this head and that hair, and look like a commander. I think I like the look. I don't think usually a Stormtrooper would be like this, but I actually think it goes well because the First Order aren't clones. They weren't cloned. They just, First Order just recruited lots of younglings when they were babies. And so they would all look like actual, clones did look like actual humans, but these are like going to be actual humans. So I think the face and the hair actually kind of makes sense, but I think it's a good look. Now for the Commander Trooper with his helmet, with the awesome like markings from any battles he's won, and then he has the cool Commander leg print, regular body though, super nice. I did put this custom. This did not come with him, but I like the look with it on him. It's really cool. That is the Commander. Oh, and all their weapons for them I took off and I just set in a pile right there. So that's the pile of all the weapons. Now to different types of First Order troopers. So I'll start in the back. So we have these 2 snow troopers. These are what the snow troopers look like now. I'm pretty sure some of these body parts have been swapped from each other, so I'm not quite sure who goes with what, but I gave him one of these backpacks and then the cloth piece right there. And it looks really great. I like it. So these are the 2 snow troopers. Different helmets though, different helmets. But they're really cool. I like them. With these ones, I don't feel like I need more than one. I feel like just having one is fine. Next up, I have 3 Executioner Troopers, which are probably my favorite out of all of them because I love the black stripe that goes across the side of their helmet. It looks very savage and beast looking. They look very mean. They look very cool. So that is them. I have 3 of them. And instead of just white for the arms, they have black, which is cool. I like it. 3 of those. Now moving away, not moving away from the First Order, actually. We still have one more row of First Order. We have these guys right here. So I have 2 jetpack troopers in the red color, and then I have 2 just regular First Order troopers, but in the red color. So these are these guys. These come in the battle pack, $15 set. Which is a great deal for the amount of figures you get, especially when it comes to figures like these that look great. They just introduced these troopers in the last movie, the white ones and then also the red ones, which look awesome. You might remember in the movie when Finn says they have jetpacks now, which he says because now they have jetpacks. And they look really cool. The jetpacks are awesome. And the helmets on the figures look great. So these are the 2 jetpack troopers. This is what they look like. And yeah, pretty cool. I will set them down. And then we'll move on to the first order ones. I have 2 of these. So I actually got one from the battle pack and then one from the Kylo Ren ship. I forget what it's called. But 2 of these guys, which are so detailed, it's a little bit too much, but it's not too much where it doesn't look bad. These are so cool. I love the look of them so much. The red is not a color that I really like, but I feel like they really pulled it off with these 2 troopers in the red. And red also is a cool looking color. I give him the old Stormtrooper face. And then here, just give him the actual face that they come with. But that is it for those guys. Now, moving on to this row, we have 2, pretty sure they're called Shadow Troopers. Out of all these are probably in my top, 3 favorite troopers I have. I love them so much. They're so cool. These came from a battle pack. They came out in, I'm pretty sure, 2015 or 2016. You only got 2 of them. And then you got 2 guards. These look awesome. I really like them. These are something I will never get rid of out of my collection. I will probably never get rid of any of these from my collection. But I really like them. The detail on them is great. Those actually are, these guys. They look like shadows of them. That actually be good in a stop motion, actually. Like they're walking, but the sun is aiming at them, so they have a shadow, and then this is like the shadow of them walking. That'd actually be kind of fun if I saw them in the stop motion. Maybe if I do a stop motion, I should do that on this channel. That'd be cool. Okay, anyways, those are those guys. Then we have these troopers. Now, I'm blanking on what they're called, but these came in the Krennic's shuttle, which I no longer have. I sold that, but I kept these 2 troopers because, man, do they look cool. You only get 2 of them, and the detail is awesome. Now, they are missing their 2 cloth pieces, which I put on him, and the other one I put on him right here. You can see it right there. But they still look great, and they're just, I don't know, they're awesome. Definitely should have a lot of these guys. These are from the Star Wars Rogue One, a Star Wars story, and they're awesome. Sorry if you don't like how long this, you don't really like watching long videos, but if you're interested in this kind of thing, reviewing a whole bunch of Stormtroopers, then I hope you're alright with it. But this is going to be one of the longer videos, probably like 20 to 25 minutes long. We're already at 18 minutes. So next, we will start from the back. I only have 1 of each of these troopers. So this is one of their older troopers. I got this trooper from an old Ewok set. It came with a scout trooper, this trooper, and then it came with the speeder, the scout trooper speeder, and then like what is that? What is it called? I'm blanking on it. A catapult. It came with the Ewok's catapult. And I really like these. I don't know if you've gone, if you look up on YouTube, Star Wars Clone Training Center, there is a stormtrooper named Gus, and he's hilarious, but this is the kind of helmet he has, which is very smaller, like eyepieces for the helmet, and then a lot smaller, like the mouthpiece where the stormtroopers can talk, and then not as detailed print as these troopers. But I only have 1 of each of these. I will show you a custom one I used. I only had 2 of these guys, but I used one to custom a while ago, and I think the custom was actually worth it because it looks great. So I'll set down these 2 troopers so we can get to that. So first, I custom made this trooper half gold and then his helmet all gold. I think the look is amazing. I love it so much. Awesome trooper. It is spray paint, so it's not the best quality. But I did this when I was little, like a little kid, probably like 7 or 8, and I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. So that's that. Then this, I'm actually not sure. I don't really remember how I made this, but I think it looks really cool. The way I did it. I don't know. It looks really cool. Yeah, I'm not sure how I did this, but I'm definitely do not regret doing this because the look is great. It is one of it's this trooper, if you can't tell, but it looks like this. Definitely one of my fave troopers. Hey, comment down below what your favorite trooper is, and also comment maybe if you have one of these troopers. And yeah, oh, and you can also comment what troopers you think I should get in the future that I do not have. Okay, we're gonna zoom on to the next, right over here. So we're gonna start with the scout troopers. So I only have 3 scout troopers, and this is what they look like. They've done a lot of new scout troopers. Now they've had a couple in the huge Ewok set that came out in like 2013. It was like a 200 something. I think it was like 200 something dollars. And you got newer versions of these troopers, and then they've done in the past year or two new troopers where the helmets do not have holes in there, and they use a black head. It's just one piece. But I only have 3 of them, and I like them, especially if you have like a whole Ewok mock or gonna do an Ewok stop motion. You definitely want to have a lot of these guys and speeders for them. Then I have some of the older Shadow Troopers, I'm pretty sure. 3 of them. They're pretty rare and hard to find these days. I had to get them on eBay. I got them for a pretty decent price a couple years back when they weren't like super rare, were too much money, but now they're kind of going for a lot. So I'm glad I got them then. But I like them. They look like these troopers, just in black. And they're cool. All right, now we're going to be moving on to troopers I only have 1 of or only have 2 of. So these came with the Microfighter AT-AT set and I call them AT-ATs, but they're called AT-AT Walker set. And then I got this in the big 2013 or 2014 AT-AT Walker set. I have 2 of them. I'm actually glad I have 2. That way, in the AT-AT Walker, the big one, there's actually 2 seats. So then I put both of them in there, and it makes a lot more sense. They're cool. They're pretty nice detail, I guess. Not bad figures to have. Then I have these. This look of Trooper was first introduced in the Rogue One sets, which was this guy. Then later introduced as this guy in Darth Vader's castle. They're cool. So this is like the Sand Trooper, something like that. Cool look. Oh no, this is like the tank. This guy drives their tanks. And then this guy is just one of the guards at Darth Vader's castle. Both really cool figures. I like the look of them. They kind of remind me of those SWAT team guys that carry the shields, just with like this piece in the front. It kind of looks like, I don't know. Just reminds me of that. Different body, but same helmet. So I kind of just put them together. They're definitely not the same, but they're, in a way, they are. Moving on to like pilots. I have these 2 pilots. Now I know this is a TIE Fighter pilot, but he has one of those black Stormtrooper bodies because I lost the body for him when I was little. I think I got this when I was like 6 or 7, so I didn't take too good care of it. Although somehow I still have the TIE Fighter, so I don't know. Not sure what this guy went to, but I know he's an old figure, and I'm pretty sure he had something to do with Stormtroopers, something like that. Not too much to say about those figures now that this it's probably going to go to about 26 minutes. We're at 24 minutes right now. Now I have the newer version of the AT-AT Walker pilot. Well, not pilot, but he is the new... compared to this one, definitely look newer. I love the helmets for these guys. So cool. And then with that like gray going across the helmet, looks great. These are the new TIE Fighter pilots for the First Order. Really cool. Design is great. The helmet piece even has this right here as like the oxygen piece that goes up into the helmet. I'm pretty sure is what that is. And that looks great. And then also, this is a Rebels figure. This came in a microfighter. I only have one of these guys, but they're cool. They man the little walkers, and they look great. Their helmets have print on them, and I love the heads. These look like if you didn't do Stormtrooper helmets, you could use this head as like, you could pretend that is the helmet. It looks like it could be a Stormtrooper if you just, a Stormtrooper helmet if you just take away those two black lines going across the helmet right there. But that's this figure, cool. And then we're on to the last figure, which actually is a first order, nothing special. But I only have one of him. This came in the, it was like a speeder chase, something like that. And you got this guy in white. Now, I like the white ones more than the red ones for some reason. But the white on this guy looks great. Same kind of jetpack. Cool face. And cool detail. That is this guy. So that is my entire Stormtrooper slash like jetpack trooper. Any kind of trooper from the from like the new trilogy and then the Luke Skywalker trilogy as well. These are all my troopers. It always gets bigger and bigger over the years, but right now this is the collection of troopers I have. Later in the future, I will be doing my clone trooper army if you're really into clone troopers, like I am. And then I'll also be doing Jedi and Sith and other things like that. If you've made it to the end, thank you for watching the entire video. Hope you're having a nice day. Please like this video, comment on anything you think I would like to know, or any troopers that you might have that you think I should get, or what trooper is your favorite. Please subscribe. On this I'm Many Things channel, we only have 3 subscribers, so I'd like to accomplish in like about a year, maybe be at 10. That would make me really happy. 10 subscribers in like the next year, which would be 2021. It would be in summer of 2021. So thank you for watching. Please watch my future videos to come soon, and please subscribe. See you.